About 3 weeks ago I planted 3 dwarf runner beans in this 10-inch pot. The reason I done that was because I had spare plants and my raised beds were full, so I decided to give it a go in a 10-inch pot just to see if it was possible to grow these beans on. And I think you'll agree that yeah, you can grow dwarf runner beans in a 10-inch pot, and this pot has been in various locations on and around the patio, usually trying to hide it from the wind so it didn't blow over. But this is something you may want to try on your patio: dwarf runner beans. At the same time I planted the dwarf runner beans, I also had some spare dwarf broad beans, and I also had some spare 10-inch pots and some spare compost, and that was because I'd recently lifted some early potatoes which freed up the pot and freed up the compost. So this is a recycled pot, and that's recycled compost. And these are the dwarf broad beans, as you can see. They haven't come on as well as the runner beans just yet, but there's time for that. So yeah, you can grow dwarf broad beans in pots on your patio. These are some leeks I've got growing in a 10-inch pot, again on the patio. There are 10 leeks in that pot. They've been in there for a few months now. When they actually went into that pot, they were about as thick as a pencil. I think you can possibly see now. They're probably as thick as my thumb, maybe thicker. I like to tie the foliage up with old shopping bags in case it's tidy, stops it flapping about. These things will tend to want to blow over on patios because they do tend to get a bit top heavy if you don't watch. So I tend to try and move them in next to walls when I can. But as a precaution, I also tie the leaves up as well. Make sure that when you water these, by the way, water on the compost, don't water over the top. Most of it just finish up on your patio. Make sure you water the compost around the plants, around these leeks, and that's the best way to get the water into the pot, into the compost, and to nourish the leeks. So you can grow leeks on your patio in a pot. There's the proof. I'm also growing carrots in pots on the patio. As you can see, these carrots are looking really healthy. They've been in there a few weeks now. Just yesterday I emptied out a 10-inch pot of carrots, and I got just short of 2 pounds of carrots from that pot. So yeah, carrots can be grown successfully in pots on your patio. One thing I would say is be careful how you sow the seeds, because you do get thousands in a packet, and you certainly won't grow thousands in a 10-inch pot. So you need to be very sparing, and there are some videos on my channel that'll actually show you how to sow carrot seeds sparingly, so that the carrots that develop, you don't get a pot full of thin, twisted, useless carrots. You actually get some carrots that are usable. Okay, so if we just recap, what can we grow in pots on our patios? We can grow carrots, we can grow broad beans, we can grow dwarf runner beans, we can grow leeks, and we can grow potatoes. And although I haven't showed you potatoes in this video, I have videos on my channel that show you the reveal of some of the potatoes I've grown. And if you want to be inspired, have a look at the last couple of videos that I posted when I lifted an early potato called Winston. Just one seed, one potato in a 10-inch pot. If you haven't already seen that video, it's worth a watch. Okay, so I'm Grown Veg, signing off.